one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
You view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps because they know what happens next. So without further ado,
free smoke.
Look, scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing what it meant to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa Bars forever, like they decided to throw me under Slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop a million songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our block, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
Winning has a price. And leadership has a price. So I pull people along when they didn't want to be pulled. I challenge people when they don't want to be challenged.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I do that every time. Listen. Welcome back to Kicking It with Saint. We got some things to talk about. The NBA Finals is over. I cannot say it was one of the best finals I've ever seen. It seems to be the case when Miami is involved recently, but that is neither here nor there. How is everybody doing today? Go ahead and tell me how you're doing today. Leave a comment. Talk about it out loud. I'm listening as I take this hit. Now, UW, baby. If your day wasn't the way you wish it had to go, if it didn't go as great as you would have liked for it to go, we always got the rest of the day. And if the rest of the day ain't long enough, we got tomorrow. You got this. Listen to me. We got to talk about the NBA Finals. We got to. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This will probably be the last basketball video on the channel for a little minute. I don't really enjoy. No, let me not say it like that. It's hard for me to get up to do basketball videos when my favorite player is not involved or my favorite team. So if the Lakers ain't playing, Steph Curry not playing, It's very hard for me to just continuously make videos on the NBA when I don't feel like it's as enjoyable as I would have liked it to be. While I picked Miami to beat Boston, I actually wish that didn't happen because Boston would have been a far better matchup in the finals if they had their head spaces right and did what they were supposed to do. They would have been a far better matchup in the finals than Miami was to the Nuggets. And a big thing, and congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. I told you I thought they was going to win the finals a while back, even though I still picked Miami, but that was for goofy reasons, not because I thought they was actually going to win. But I do want to say something, because something kept happening as Miami was on this run, and it really was irritating me. And I said it in like probably 2 of the videos or shows I done previously, but I want to say it again. This thing that was going around in the media of, oh, you know, Miami, we got to stop calling they, you know, role players. We got to stop talking about how they unsigned and, you know, this and that. And these are great players and blah, blah, blah. Bro, it was a reason you never saw me get on this channel and start praising and telling you that these dudes is starter level players when it come to Gabe Vincent, Strus, and all these other dudes that the Heat tried out there. I gave Gabe Vincent credit for how good he had played up until I had stopped talking about him, but at no point in time did I ever tell you these dudes should be starters. As a matter of fact, I consistently tell you Miami got a lot of dudes who would not be starters, not even on championship level teams, but just on most teams. And the fact that Miami got to the finals with this team, people keep praising it and whatnot. But to me, this ain't something that should be praised. In a sense, shout out to Miami, they got there. But I'm not praising a team that should, with no real talent in the starting lineup, getting there. I'm actually asking, why did Boston lose to this team? I understand why Milwaukee lost. They didn't have Giannis for 3 games, but they still probably should have beat this team. I'm not understanding how the teams with so much more talent, well, I do understand it, but it's a whole breakdown. But that should be what people talk about. Miami getting to the finals and everybody trying to, you know, overhype. Like, I was irritated when JJ Redick kept trying to tell you that Murray and Jokić was the best duo in basketball, because he never felt like that. Because if he did, he would have been said that. He never said it until it was convenient to say it. But the Nuggets are a far more talented team than the Heat. And the Nuggets also do what they're supposed to do. They well coached. They have a great leader in Jokić. Miami was never winning this series. Miami lucky they didn't get swept. And so this notion that, oh, Miami had it. No, they did not, bruh. And I'm happy they lost the way they did, so that now Miami Heat, I said it before the playoffs started. I said it during a play-in game. It's ridiculous to me that Miami keep building teams like this and we keep yelling culture, culture, culture. They done lost twice in the finals now with this culture, with Jimmy Butler as the leader. And it ain't on Jimmy, because Jimmy can only do so much. He can only take you so far. This is why I continue to say, for the people out there who bitch about super teams, you are an idiot. Super teams have won NBA championships throughout the entirety of the NBA's history. You need stars. Jimmy Butler, for one, Jimmy Butler is a great a star he is. He not the offensive weapon that a Jokić is, that a Curry is, that a LeBron is, that a Kevin Durant is, that a Devin Booker is. I can count on them dudes if need be to go get me 40 on a nightly basis. It just is what it is. You can't count on Jimmy Butler to go get you that. And it's because he have to do so much for Miami on a consistent basis. I expect for Jimmy to tire out eventually. He wasn't supposed to beat none of the teams in the playoffs they beat, but he had to play a huge role in beating all of those teams. And finally, they lost to a team that was supposed to beat them. And like I say about the Ravens, if you sit back and watch how great Jimmy Butler done been for Miami, you see how he done carried this team like Lamar Jackson carried the Ravens. And the fact that you have not put legitimate all-world talent around this man is ridiculous. You literally wasting his prime and some of his best years of ball, and you wasting your own money because Jimmy Butler is doing everything that you would want a superstar to do right now or your best player. But as an organization, you're not. Kevin Love is not a good enough signing. Kyle Lowry, I love Kyle Lowry. Not good enough to have to rely on him at this point in his career. Tyler Hero, to me, had a terrible playoffs last year. He was having a decent one this year, but this is still a dude who, if that's who you having to rely on after Jimmy, that's a problem. Bam Adebayo does not have a defined offensive game. He more an athlete right now than an actual offensive weapon for you. That's a problem. Duncan Robinson. I got a huge problem with Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson is supposed to be the sniper on Miami, but he will turn down more 3-pointers than Bam will turn down jump shots at the post. At the free throw line when he just standing at the free throw line deciding if he want to pay. Mind you, credit to Bam, didn't do a lot of that in the last 2 rounds. However, Duncan Robinson being so quick to just pass the ball up on threes that he should be taking as a sniper. And this is the thing. He not a sniper no more. I saw somebody say that he built up his value. Did Lonnie Walker build up his value because he had one good game against the Warriors? Because Duncan Robinson's one good quarter was good enough for one game. Aside from that, and you could say, oh, well, Jimmy Butler wasn't good enough for another game and Bam, but I don't care about none of that. Duncan Robinson was not good enough in this series, in my opinion. And just go look at this game. You can't have a sniper on the floor who don't play defense, who don't really can provide anything but 3-point shooting, but he won't hit a 3 and he won't take a 3 because he'll pass up every 3 he's supposed to shoot. Kyle Lowry, quicker to take a 3. Jimmy, quicker to take a 3. Hell, Jimmy had to start launching 3s at the end of the game last night because the dude you bring into the game to do that will continue to pass the ball up. I don't understand why they gave Duncan Robinson not even that. I don't understand why Duncan Robinson is still on this team. I truly don't. He provides nothing for you at this moment because he is not a good enough or a consistent enough 3-point hitter, maker to make up that difference for not having an extra superstar. Tyler Hero is a good young player, is not good enough to make up that differential of not having a superstar. What Miami is banking on is other teams having their best players get hurt. The lack of continuity, lack of chemistry, and those type of things is what's getting Miami to these points. And I'm taking nothing away from Miami. They play hard. And all of that good stuff. But at some point in time, if you want to get over the hump and actually, because you lost to the Lakers in the bubble in the championship against LeBron and AD, a team that played just as hard as you play. They just had more talent. And then you lose to the Nuggets this year, a team that played just as hard as you do, but they have more talent. You can't keep relying on all these teams that not play hard just because a lot of these teams in the East refuse to play hard. The West gonna keep beating Miami. At this point, every time Miami get to the finals, it's a cakewalk for whoever get there in the West. Because you know Miami gonna get there off of the back of Jimmy Butler. And it's ridiculous at this point. Like, Miami should go all out in the offseason to try to bring in Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard makes so much sense for this team. And I hate it when teams refuse to go get great players that could take them over the top because of our values and our core. The Ravens held Lamar Jackson back for a long time because their values say we don't want to go sign a big time receiver. We'd rather take that money and spread it around with a bunch of dudes who literally provide nothing close to what a legitimate number one receiver could provide for Lamar. And every time we come up short, we'll keep finding different ways to blame other things. Or hell, we'll keep letting our quarterback take the blame for it because we won't do our jobs. We won't let go of the past and how we used to run the organization and run it a better way. Now, I'm not really going too hard in Miami because Miami do go after stars. They went after Jimmy Butler. They went after LeBron James. They went after Chris Bosh. They go after stars. I do believe Miami will try to go and sign a superstar. But you should have been and went and tried to sign, not even a superstar, a star. Because the only superstars in the league ain't getting traded. That's LeBron, that's Curry, that's Giannis, that's Jokic now. They ain't getting traded. Those type of players don't get traded. If you Miami, though, you have on your team the closest thing to a superstar that haven't won a championship, and that's Jimmy Butler, because he continued to show you he can get you there. However, at what point in time do you get tired of losing when you get there? Because Miami could very well get there again next year. Who knows? But at what point in time do you guarantee you not only can get there, but can win when you get there? You're expecting Jimmy Butler to be extraordinary every single time he step into the arena, and that's a problem. I say it all the time. It's amazing when you actually just take a step back, look at all the great players, and think about the fact that they have to be great every game, every year, till they retire. At any point in time when you see slippage, it's they washed, they old, they ain't got it no more. All these other things is why they can't be good. And that's the process that start up once any type of slippage is seen. So it's amazing to me that dudes can be this great, this consistently. Jimmy Butler is amazing, but why not go get talent to put around him now? You should go all out to try to bring in Damian Lillard. You should go all out to try to go. Hell, you should try to go get Fred VanVleet, who just became a free agent. You should be trying to go sign Kyle Kuzma. You have to, and neither one of them two dudes is stars, but those are two dudes who can score the basketball. One of my biggest problems with Miami right now was that Strus and Vincent should not play the minutes that they play. Neither should Caleb Martin. Neither should Kyle Lowry. And Kyle Lowry, not because I don't think he is consistent. Kyle Lowry and them other dudes, two different reasons why they shouldn't be playing those minutes. Those other dudes to me are not good enough to be playing those type of minutes. Kyle Lowry is too old to be playing, or he older now, so you don't want him playing those type of minutes. Miami have so many players on this team that you just, bro, Strus had 2 games in the finals where he did not score. Vincent had multiple games in the back end of the finals where he struggled to score. And that's who Miami keep relying on. Last year, I got on here and talked to y'all about how terrible Vincent and Strus played, along with Bam, in the playoffs. And they came right back out this year and relied on them again. Miami didn't put up 100 points in 4 different games in this finals. There was only 5 games played. If Pat and this organization don't see a problem with how cheap they are being because of the signing these for, like, bro, some people is just egomaniacs. I'm not saying that's Miami, but if you want all this credit for developing these undrafted players, congratulations. They don't hang banners for getting to the finals and losing. They also don't hang banners for signing undrafted free agents who contribute to losing in the finals. I mean, my goodness. And I can't imagine that people wouldn't want to play in Miami. So Miami going to have to get on it, bro. Because just look at how the game played out last night. The fourth, and I kept telling my cousin who was watching the game, when I was like, bro, this game over. I said, Jokic ain't even going crazy yet. I said, as soon as the fourth quarter hit, Miami going to stop scoring. And Jokic going to go on a warpath, bro. Like, Jokic cannot be stopped scoring-wise. Listen, Miami, good defense. Denver made this defense look silly at times. Jokic and Jimmy didn't even have a good series defensively, in my opinion. Jokic can't. It's no defense for Jokic. It's just no defense for him. He is in his prime right now, and you probably can expect this for the next couple years if he can stay in shape. Jokic is in his absolute prime. The way he can hit shots, the way he can maneuver in the post, back to the basket, facing you up, 3-point shooting, free throw shooting. Like, It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The fall away shots, the contested shots. He shoot right over people. I mean, he take everybody to the bucket. In a league where so many big men will pass the ball up if a point guard can stop him for a second, Jokic, everybody is barbecue chicken to Jokic. It was not a single dude on Miami's team that could do anything. And Miami started doing something that was real stupid to me. They had guards on Jokic and they wouldn't double team. They just let Jokic, and the fact that Jokic can hit you with a move so quick. Or he can slow it down and work you down. Like, Jokic is so cold, bro. Like, if you're not a fan of Jokic, bro, I'm sorry. But I told you after that last round, this is the best player in basketball, bro. And I'm not going to say it's not close. Offensively, I do think it's hard to. The only thing that separate Jokic, the only reason I can't say Jokic is unmatched right now offensively is because I know Curry, KD, you know, those type of players can can go crazy offensive. So I'm not going to say nothing stupid, but Jokic is definitely a top scorer in this league, like a premier scorer. Unreal what this dude can do. And the way he passed, you need leaders like that, man. You need leaders like that. Selfless. Don't care for all the attention. Don't care for all the credit. But he work his ass off. And he makes sure everybody around him work his ass off. It's real interesting to me that when Aaron Donald won his first Super Bowl, he was like, that year he became more vocal as a leader. This year, they talked about how Jokic became more vocal of a leader. This dude cold, man. I told you early in the playoffs. Joel Embiid took an MVP this year that was voted upon just because people was tired of Jokic winning. And Joel Embiid kept crying and bitching about not winning it. Oh, I guess it's not my turn. Like, bruh, when I heard him say that goofy shit, I was like, oh, my God. I know they're going to give it to him. But it's like I told you early in the playoffs. Jokic is going to win the MVP that actually mattered this year. The finals MVP. And that's exactly what the Slovenian god did. I'm telling you right now, bro. Not Slovenian. What is my boy Jokic? He is he from Serbia. I believe he from Serbia. So the Serbian god, Nikola Jokic, bro. And shout out to all the Michael Porter had a great obviously he struggled scoring in this series, but he did a lot of great things in this game last night. The rebounding, the great contest at the right time. Murray deciding to be an assist dude throughout this series, I think really doomed Miami. Because once he decided he wasn't going to be selfish and do this thing where he turned into a black hole, it was so tough for Miami. And then another tough thing for Miami is Denver know they can start scoring at any point in time. Miami does not know that. They can go on streaks where it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if they're going to be able to score for the rest of the fucking game. Whereas for Denver, it's, you know they're going to get it going at some point in time. And because Miami could never stretch the lead out, and when they did take a decent lead, they could never keep scoring in order to keep Denver away, I knew what was going to happen, man. Plus, some dudes just got it. And I'm so happy that Jokic did this so I can call him a superstar now. He now entered that superstar status for me. I told you, superstars for me is held for the GOATs, bro. For the dudes who can lead teams to championships and have done it. That's the Steph Currys, the LeBrons, the Nikola Jokic, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, Dwayne Wades, the Kobe Bryants. Those are superstars for me. Now you got stars and you got dudes who is superstars, but not superstars to the level of those dudes to me. And those dudes would be the Kawhi Leonards of the world, the Kevin Durant's of the world, the Jimmy Butlers of the world. Those three dudes right there, they superstars to me. I just wouldn't put them on the same level as the ones I just named. Because those other dudes as bona fide superstars led their team to championships multiple times. Obviously, Jokic and Giannis didn't do it multiple times, but they did it. So that's good enough for me. But so shout out to him, man. But I'm happy that Jokic won his thing. Bro, you know you a good man when other men is willing to kiss you on your cheeks and on your head. I saw Jeff Green kiss Jokic on the head last night and hug him. I was like, they love this man. They love this man. Dead ass. Now, I done been around Serbian dudes. That is something they do. And the Serbian dudes I've been around was cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. They was hoopers too. All of them was cool as hell. I was finna start naming their names, but I'm not gonna do that. But they all was cool as hell. Especially two of them specifically. But to see the love, the adulation, to see, I love seeing teams finally accomplish something. The Jokic family, his brothers throwing up Mike Malone, seeing Mike Malone get this. Mike Malone coached this entire playoffs like a dude who was ready to win a championship, who was tired of coming up short. It was just a beautiful thing to see. Now, I can't help. Now, I hear people talking about this dynasty talk and shit like that. I don't know why people would start talking like that after the Nuggets won one championship. That's weird to me. I'm not gonna do that on here. I just think that's very weird. ESPN and these motherfuckers is weird. But for Denver, you got Jokic locked in for the next couple years. You probably bringing Murray back, or if he ain't already locked in. I imagine you'll probably lose Bruce Brown in the offseason to a big-time contract he gets somewhere else. But I imagine a lot of people will want to play with Jokic. When you look at the Denver Nuggets system, you look at the only reason you wouldn't want to play for Denver is if Murray and Jamal start getting a little too happy with the ball. But other than that, the ugly-ass jerseys and the color scheme. But aside from that, I would love to play with Jokic, man. You know this dude, a dude who gonna pass the ball. He could care less about getting his shot, but he will take over when he have to. Not to mention, man, the efficiency. My goodness. The man. This dude cold. This a real center in the modern NBA, bro. This man is this dude cold, bro. Jokic cold. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this dude is on another level. But for Miami, get some talent, man. Get Jimmy some talent. But with that being said, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the finals. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it was straight. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining me on another episode of Kicking It With Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with him. Tell somebody you love him. You could be anything in this world. Choose to be kind to somebody today. Saint out.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy. Scoop her up like I'm raking or something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber. You out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home.